Welcome to Side Hustle Paradise. I'm your host, Marc Guberti, and we have an awesome session for you where we're going to talk about how we can make money from home without having to build a downline. The expert who joins us is going to share her insights with us on this topic. She is the founder of Side Hustle Mom, which is a resource that offers side hustlers with tools, tips, and inspiration that you can use to start your own side hustle while staying home and raising your children. So our expert who joins us is none other than Annie Sandmeier. Annie, welcome.
Hi, Mark. Thank you so much for having me. I've really been looking forward to speaking with you.
Annie, I'm so happy to have you on Side Hustle Paradise, and you've been doing a lot for the side hustling community. And one of the things I do want to get into is there's so many different side hustles available. What has been working the best for you, and how did you get started in this?
Okay, so yeah, let me think where to start. So my background is actually broadcast journalism. The plan was always, went to school, did all that to start out. And then I was going to move back to Denver and become a big time news anchor, take over when Adele Arakawa out here. Shout out to all you Denverites who know who that is, but I was going to take over for her when she retired. So by the time I was almost 23 when my husband and I got married. So I hadn't even graduated college yet. 4 months after we got married, found out I was pregnant with our oldest, Jackson. So I grew up with a stay-at-home mom. It was just always the plan. I was going to be a stay-at-home mom. So kind of the news anchor thing went out the window. That was okay. But, in this day and age, it is very hard to live on a single income. When we were pregnant with Jackson, I was working as a TV reporter, and my husband was working as a manager for a tech company, but neither of us was making a whole lot anyway. But fast forward, we moved to Denver, and my husband got a job out here. Denver, the cost of living, you're in New York, Mark. I know it's kind of, very much the same thing. Very high cost of living, very hard to make it on one income. So this was 2014. I started looking into more, things I could be doing from home to make money. And so my first work from home job was I reached out to my hometown museum, and because they didn't have much of an online presence. So I was their marketing manager for 3 years. And so about a year after I started doing that was when it wasn't that we needed more money necessarily, but I wanted to expand my horizons, and I got into freelance writing. And so I have actually been writing for the same company for my 5-year anniversary is in April. So, and I have just absolutely loved it. It has been life-changing. I'm home with my kids all the time. Right now, as we record this, I am homeschooling my kids because we are on stay-at-home orders. The whole state of Colorado is shut down. So it's just been the biggest blessing. And so Side Hustle Mom came about. It was October 2017 when I launched the site, but it was friends and family coming to me saying, hey, I know you work from home. What other stuff, what can I be doing? I want to be at home too, or I need to be making some money. I had a cousin who, goes to college, like you, Mark, I believe, but well, you're killing it too. But, she was saying what stuff I can be doing on the side, for not just beer money, but like living, like what can I be doing? So that's kind of what inspired the website. I got the first things I was doing with the website was selling on eBay and Amazon. So it's just kind of been like a big experiment, the whole thing. And then just my horizons have grown so much, and there is so much you can be doing. And so that's kind of the point of Side Hustle Mom. We have a weekly, This Week in Jobs. There's 10 different work from home jobs that we list each week. Right now, I have a list of companies hiring during coronavirus. We interview different moms who have businesses from home or work from home. So yeah, come on over. we got a lot of different stuff going on.
And it's interesting, like with Side Hustle, and I've interviewed a lot of people through Side Hustle Paradise, through Breakthrough Success, by other podcasts. And there's just so many different things you could be doing. You could really have hundreds of streams of income now. To have that many in a side hustle atmosphere, you have to properly manage those. So I wouldn't recommend thinking that way. I'd recommend, just having a few that you truly focus on. But for people wondering what's a side hustle I need to be focusing on, how would you suggest we get clear on these are the ones that I need to focus on instead of these?
So, one of the big misconceptions about working from home is that you need to either own a business, one that you started on your own, or you need to be looking into network marketing. So let me go ahead and I guess say to begin with, I'm not necessarily opposed to network marketing. If you have made money in network marketing, awesome. Just the sad fact of it is, like, it is stacked against you to actually make money. The FTC has said that. The Consumer Awareness Institute has this really great report that, I'm hoping you can link after this, that talks about it. But you have a 99.6% chance of either not making anything, not making a return on your money with network marketing, or losing money. So what I like to say is you actually have a better chance. Like, let's say, it's $100 to get into this network marketing company. Take that $100 to Las Vegas and play roulette, because you have a 50-50 chance at least versus the 99.6. So I just, everyone wants to own their own business, but I just think there's a better way to go about it, because network marketing, and once again, this is coming from a report from the Consumer Awareness Institute, it does not work. The model does not work. Only the people, the CEO, the very, very high ups are making the money. And the people in the middle and the bottom, there's just no money to be made. I don't know about you, Mark, but every time I log into Facebook, I am seeing friends, 5 different friends. They have, they're working for the best health company, not these other health companies. It's ours. You need to be buying this makeup. Ours is clean. No way, but ours does the, and so people unfortunately cannot support. And this is the thing too, is I believe that people who are selling, they think that their market is going to be friends and family, but unfortunately friends and family cannot support all of their friends selling things. And so, it dries up, that pool dries up really quickly, and then people end up losing money because they're not selling anything and they have to make a quota each month. So they're buying it, and there's a better way, I guess. I feel very passionate about this, especially if you're a single mom, if you're, a broke college student. I've been a broke college student. It's not good to spend that last couple of $100s you have getting into this, I guess. There's better ways.
And I mean, there's just so many ways you could spend money to get a return. And with this, you want to make sure you're not spending in the wrong areas. So, do your research on that type of stuff to figure out which is the best place to spend your money. But part of it is also where you put your time, and figuring out what are the side hustles that are giving you the most money right now, or the ones that have the most potential. And just with so many different side hustles around, I feel like people get very overwhelmed. So I'm wondering, how can we cut back on the overwhelm associated with having all these different side hustles?
So, see, you'd probably be a better one to answer this. I think just start with one, like you have said. There are a lot of different, not just side hustles even, but full-time jobs that are hourly or salary. I think that's going to be your best place to start. It's going to take some research. It's going to take some looking around. But I think that's going to be, just start with the one. Like you said, you can have 100 different streams of income coming in, but I think just focus on the one to begin with. I guess Side Hustle Mom, we focus a lot more on, we do, I guess I will talk about more side hustle stuff in a minute, but stuff you can do full time that, replaces your income. And so it's just, it's going to take some research. You're going to be looking around a little bit, but there just are those opportunities out there.
And it's interesting, you're not speaking just to side hustlers. You're speaking like, any side hustler who comes on is welcome, but you're speaking to side hustling moms. And there is this element of like, the reason that you want to stay home as a mom is you want to spend time with your kids, but you do have to do the work for the side hustle. So how do you establish those boundaries? How do you balance time spent with family and the side hustle since they're both taking place at home?
Right. So it originally started, I am not a morning person whatsoever. So I like to stay up late because I have tried the morning routine. I'm very blessed because, there are moms that are working the 9 to 5 from home. I'm able to work on my schedule with writing. So that has been a very big blessing. But I think it's just on a person to person basis too. There are going to be some really early mornings. There are going to be some late nights in my case, which I prefer over the mornings. But, you need to be able, I think, to ask for help, whether it's your spouse, whether it's, your parents. That's just kind of part of it. It's hard to ask for help. But, when you're getting started, especially, and if it's something important like that where you're able to stay home and raise your babies, you just kind of have to get over the pride of that also. So it's definitely a balance, but it can be done. Yeah. Sorry.
No
I'm
worries.
trying to think because it's such a person by person basis.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
there are some important insights. I mean, Annie's a night person, and knowing which one you are, you're gonna want to use that time to do your work because that's when kids are sleeping. That's when you have more time with yourself. Some people wake up early in the morning because everyone's sleeping at that time. So, knowing things like that about yourself and just knowing when you can throw things throughout the day makes it easier for you to commit to the side hustle at the right times and also be with your family as well.
absolutely. Yes. I was saying that, I'm very lucky. I have a very supportive husband. So,
Mm.
there's days where I'll go walk myself, down in the office where I am right now. He has the kids upstairs. But I have a friend, she has a nanny. She works full time and you make it work. You figure out how to make it work, whether it's, your, like I said, spouse, or if you have to hire outside help. But yeah, it's very doable.
Yeah, I mean, just that theme of making it work. That should honestly be the slogan of side hustling, like making it
Amen.
work,
Yes,
because you have to schedule it in. You have full control. There's a level of discipline though that you need to have in order to let these things grow and put the time in so those things grow. You don't have the 9 to 5 where you have a very rigid schedule, but you have to be responsible to build up those side hustles.
absolutely. Yes.
And I know what we were mentioning earlier, side hustle moms, which you help all side hustlers and you provide various, different jobs, different side hustling opportunities for the mothers and also for anyone who just wants to learn more about side hustling. So where can we go to keep following your working journey?